Greetings and welcome to City of Destiny, a part of the Untold Stories Project. I am your host and game master, Aaron. This is our actual play of the Emerald City Knights adventure series for Mutants and Masterminds, the world's greatest superhero RPG from Green Ronin Publishing. Are we actually live?
Yeah.
So we are on Streamlabs.
Okay. I'm just not seeing anything on Twitch yet. There it goes. It just took me forever to catch up. Back to the spiel. Mutants and Masterminds is a D20-based system that allows players and game masters to create stories featuring all of the greatest heroes of their imagination in a robust system which has enough crunch to be satisfying, but doesn't require a degree in advanced math. One of the beautiful things about Mutants and Masterminds is the inclusion of hero points. These allow the heroes to re-roll a die roll, take an extra action, recover from a dangerous condition, use a power in creative ways, or the like. Heroes each start with one of these hero points, and they can gain additional good points for good role-playing, funny jokes, clever decisions, or from using their complications against them, and finally, by your generosity. That's right. If you subscribe, renew a subscription, or donate bits to the stream, you will generate a hero point that can be given to the player of your choice, or the GM. We are a newer but growing streaming network, and these follows and subscriptions and likes and subscribes, if you're catching the replay on YouTube, help keep us visible and growing and pay our bills. Now, speaking of our players, let's meet them, shall we? Say hello, heroes.
Hello,
heroes.
Hello,
Heroes, hi.
Heroes, let's go ahead and have you introduce yourselves. Tell us your name, who you are playing, something interesting about them, and answer our question of this week, which is, what would be the perfect holiday gift for your hero? And we will kick it off with Aunt Puppy.
Oh, that's me. I get to go first. I play Khione. She is an adopted ice princess. No, I'm just kidding. She's just adopted. But she does have ice powers, and she is slowly learning to not use them for stabbing.
For murder.
No stabbing or murder. And I feel like she's been pretty successful. But the gift that she would want, so her parents are giant dorks, and she is a giant dork when she is with her parents. So one of the things her parents always did for her for Christmas, because they know about her ice powers, is anywhere they went or any time they saw one, they would always get her a little snowflake ornament. So the gift that she would want would be the gift from her parents of another like little snowflake that, maybe this time, since now people know about her, that maybe the snowflake will be something like, with her name on it or something cutesy, something from Etsy or something like that, specially made for her. And then I'm just so used to being last. I don't know who to pass it to. I will pass it to, wait, which direction? This direction. Howard. No, this direction.
Hey, I'm Howard. I play Bulwark, the old tank, which makes me sound like I'm rusty and sitting in a World War II battlefield, but
doesn't sound wrong.
That's Vietnam, not World War II. I think what he would want, although it's not a tangible item, I think what he would want most for Christmas is a better understanding of the youth of today, because he just feels, before he got his powers, he felt old physically. Now he feels much better physically, but surrounded by college students, he's aware at just how old and out of touch and socially unwith it he is. So I guess he'd want a better understanding, because he doesn't get half of what the kids say today.
Okay.
And I will kick it to one of the kids that make him feel old, Brandon.
We're hip hopping all over the place. So my name is Brandon. I play Portal, who is able to create portals to go from point A to point B, just about anywhere he can see. I would say the perfect Christmas present for him, for Peter, would just love a really cute pair of Jimmy Choos.
I you're gonna say a cute pair of twins.
Well, I mean,
That too.
that too. They're wearing the Jimmy Choos.
There you
Yeah.
go. That feels right.
And I will pass it to Wiki.
Hi, I'm Wiki. I play Professor Cephalopod, who is a giant Pacific octopus in a mech suit. And the one thing that would be an ideal present for him is not realistic. So he has a list. Like,
Yeah, we've heard of the list.
no, this is a different list.
Put his name on the list and strike a line through it.
This is a different list. This is his Santa Claus wish list. He would like a next generation MRI machine, an organic 3D printer, a matter fabricator, some giant clamshells, a wall of sea coral, and a life-size version of one of those treasure chests that make bubbles when you open it.
I feel like some of those things are reasonable and some of them seem not.
I think some of them are what the professor wants, and some are what the cephalopod wants.
Yes.
That seems about right.
And I will pass to Alex.
That's me. I'm the last one left. Hi everybody, I'm Alex, and tonight, as always, I will be playing the part of Ethan, who is the Burger King dumpster degreaser of magnetism. He is a college kid who is gifted with the ability of ferrokinesis and just wants to make wonderful art and figure out how to be an adult human being as his brain finishes developing. It's tough to be
If he
22.
figures that out, tell him to let me know.
You know, I hope he lets all of us know. As for the question of the day, Ethan, Ethan probably just wants to be left alone by his dad for Christmas. He wants time and space to work on his art and figure out the crisis brewing in his heart. So Christmas is in the Christmas spirit. He just wants to be left alone for a little bit.
Big old bah humbug.
So what I'm hearing is we'll have to do our Christmas Carol episode with Ethan and the.
Hey, look,
Ethan going Christmas shopping for his two ladies.
No, I think Riley will be as Marley.
You know, I miss the days when ghosts used to scare rich people into being nice. I wish they would do that again. It's been 120 years. Come back, ghosts. No, it's been 140 years. And I'll pass it over to Aaron.
All right. So when last we saw our heroes, they had been dealing with an attack on the Yellow Brick Row Run by a group of villains who only called themselves the Alpha Team. Our heroes managed to save the innocent bystanders. Ethan managed to knock himself out, keeping a group of cops from being barbecued by brimstone. That said, while they were successful in fighting off the Alpha Team and preventing mass casualties, all of the team except for Apex managed to escape.
Dang monkey. Damn 38.
Yep. Ethan did following that, our heroes returned to the Emerald Tower except for Bulwark and Ethan. Bulwark went to go back and deal with his family. Ethan went to go spend the day with his mother because after spending Thanksgiving with his father, well, he needed something that wasn't that. There was a whole lot of drama regarding Tommy and his future with the team as Overwatch, as about half of the team in different ways came up with plans for him. Cindy started to do some research into her history and her past, and is now contemplating breaking into the orphanage because there apparently is a letter there for her.
She can't ask for it like a normal person.
Nope. So we are picking up on Saturday mid-morning, early afternoon with our heroes somewhat scattered across Emerald City. Bulwark is at the apartment with his daughter and grandson. His granddaughter had returned to her dorm. Ethan is coming back from spending the day and staying the night with his mom, not in a weird, creepy way, sleeping in his old bedroom. And the rest of the heroes are at Emerald Tower. So where will we find each of our heroes on this fine late November Saturday morning?
In the lab.
Of course.
I have projects. I'm working on about 4 projects at once.
Right.
So
Khione's trying to figure out how to convince Portal to help her. So she's making special pancakes.
Okay, now when you say special pancakes,
Not that kind of special
I
pancakes.
grew up watching, that 70s show, and
I mean, I don't plan on drugging him, but I mean, if it comes down to it, she may have to.
they're boob shaped.
Ooh,
They're Jimmy Choo shaped.
I was trying to figure out like what flavor to make them, but maybe boob and male member shaped.
Just go with boob shaped.
Boob shaped, you think? All right, I'll go with boob shaped ones. I made some really good pancakes the other day, so I think boob pancakes are a possibility for me.
They're also easier because you just put some food coloring in the mix and put a circle inside the circle.
Yep. Oh yeah, boob pancakes, it is.
Well, since I did promise my grandson I would bring him and show him the tower, and I can see my daughter wanting to spend some time with her daughter, but I just think Bulwark showing up with his 13-year-old grandson in time to get boob pancakes would probably offend him to the core of his being, and his grandson
like
would
it's
probably think
perfect.
it was the coolest thing ever.
Yep. Sounds.
It just sees this girl walking around with boob pancakes.
It's perfect.
So Leslie is taking Lisa out to
Brunch.
go. I was gonna say to like an ice dancing show.
Yep. That works.
Ice capades.
Yeah. While Marshall takes Lyle to the tower. Interestingly, Marshall, when you're coming back to the tower, since very rarely does anyone enter the tower, from the lower levels. So
True.
you guys hadn't really noticed this before, but the lower levels of the tower are really busy. It seems like the tower is getting ready to actually be open for business.
What exactly is the tower's business?
It is a series of offices, most of which are Mars Tech or Mars Tech subsidiaries, but not all of which are.
Like a standard office tower.
Yeah.
That just happens to have superheroes at the top of it.
Yep.
So much casualty.
I'm sure it's
So-
fine.
Hey,
Is
the
there
Baxter
actually
building was
an
that way.
elevator
Fantastic
or
in Marvel for years. What?
Is there actually an entrance or an elevator for us
There is a
at ground level?
there is well, the regular elevator is able to go up to the lobby level of the tower or of your base, although it does require a key card access, and then your base has a special elevator that just goes between those 5 floors and doesn't go anywhere else.
Please give proper verification. Damn it, Roberto, let us in. Welcome back,
Roberto. I still can't believe it took me 3 episodes to realize that Roberta was like a robot and her name is Robert. Like 3 episodes.
Seems legit.
I can't even take credit for that. I'm pretty sure I stole that from something else.
I mean, I'll take credit for how dumb I am.
It's okay. I was like 27 when I realized that Aragon is just dragon with one letter moved over to one side.
What? I'm 34. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Right.
I'm a terrible nerd.
Ethan, what would you be doing on Saturday morning after you leave your mother's?
Ethan is stress arting at the forge.
Stress arting?
Yes, I am down at the forge creating metal sculptures as fast as I can.
Is the forge like on campus? Is it in your old apartment, or have you set up an art studio in the tower?
It's on campus.
Okay.
And subconsciously, Ethan has made a snowflake out of steel.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
I am so here for this.
You are not wrong, Wiki. That is exactly what I heard.
Okay.
No. I heard stress arting, but
No.
But mine was more. I heard stress sharding,
which is what much worse.
Yeah.
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather.
Hey, that hasn't happened since I got my powers.
Right. So, Ethan is the only one who is not currently at the tower in some regard. And Marshall and Lyle come up into the lobby area of the tower just as Cindy is leaving the tower with her boob pancakes.
Boob pancakes and mimosas.
Really, Khione?
Hey, where's Portal?
Asleep.
Damn it. Although if I get him when he's just kind of asleep, maybe I can convince him without too much effort.
Has Portal not moved in yet to the tower?
No,
He was the first.
he was the first.
He's
Okay.
asleep in his bedroom in the tower.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering why Khione is leaving with her boob pancakes.
Well, I'm leaving the kitchen with my boob
Oh,
pancakes.
leaving the kitchen. Okay, that
Leaving the
makes much
kitchen.
more sense. It's
Yeah.
like, where are you taking those?
No, I'm leaving the kitchen with my mimosa. And how old is your kid? Or the
13.
grandkid?
13.
13. Okay. So as I'm walking by him,
He's
I kind of
probably looking at.
I wink at him with the boob pancakes and then kind of chill the mimosa a little bit in my hand and kind of give him a wink and keep walking. Oh, it's almost as fun as watching Portal hit on your granddaughter.
Oh my god.
Don't tell your mother about this either.
Wow. That was Khione.
Yes.
She had boob pancakes.
I don't know. I don't think she's a lesbian. I'm not sure why she had boob pancakes. Yes, I do. She's trying to bribe somebody.
She could bribe me with boob pancakes.
Yeah. At this point, she could probably bribe me with boob pancakes.
I don't think he needs to know that about his grandpa.
No.
Yeah. Maybe that's another don't tell your mother.
Well, we could catch her. She's heading towards.
I'm hearing the over narration that says something has awoken inside Bulwark.
Is your what is it? What are we gonna call it? Your crucible Kringle? Not like your Spidey sense. I was trying to think of something that started with a C, and that was literally the first thing that came to my head.
Crucible cringe.
Yes, the crucible.
Oh,
cringe.
there we go.
Um, all
He's
right.
already lost it.
Yep.
You can go. You can focus on Khione and Portal as I'm showing Lyle around the base, and we'll pop in and see Professor Cephalopod later.
Okay. Yeah, so let's follow Khione as she goes and knocks on Peter's door.
Very gently. Hey, Peter. Wait, do I know him as Peter yet? I don't think I know him. I know him
yeah.
as Peter. Yeah.
I- Remember,
I'm the
he's-
only one that's weird and doesn't let anyone know my name.
but at this point, they all do anyways because of Tommy.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Tommy's got a big damn mouth. So I go up and I like gently knock on his door.
Yeah.
Hey, Peter, I've got something for you. Can I come in? Are you
Okay.
decent-ish?
Define decent.
I mean, we did wake up in bed together, so really, I mean, whatever at this point.
What was the line from the Goodbye Girl? I am decent. I also happen to be naked.
Right.
Accurate.
I've got a sheet on.
Okay. I've got pancakes and mimosas.
Ooh.
And like they're boob shaped.
What do you want?
So there's this thing that I kind of need to get into a place. It tends to be secure, but I just need to get in and out real quick and no one can see me.
You're asking me to break in somewhere.
I mean, they have something that's mine and I just want to go get it without them knowing that I took it.
Where are you asking me to break into?
And an adoption agency.
You want me to help you break into a government facility?
I mean, not quite that.
I mean, technically, it's a private entity, but
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't do it. You just be like the lookout. They're not as culpable.
So you just want me to be an accessory to breaking and entering?
I'm. Yes. It's just one little thing. I'm just gonna pop in and pop out. That's it.
He just takes a big bite of pancakes to buy himself time.
And then I just, out of my like apron pocket, I pull out some syrup and some whipped cream. Like, please, some sprinkles. It's like a Mary Poppins apron. Pulling shit out of it.
You do know why I went to prison, right?
Yeah, but I'm not like I said, I'm not stealing anything that isn't already mine.
The stealing is not quite as big as the breaking and the entering. You want me to do crime?
Yeah, but just like baby crime. Just like little crime.
You get that parole officers don't care whether it's
You're the
Papa
only
Bear
one that I know
crime
that
or
you're
baby
the only
bear
one
crime,
I know.
right?
Oh my gosh. You're the only one that I know that can get me in and out without being seen.
If an adoption agency has something that's yours, why don't you, I don't know, ask for it?
Because I don't want anyone to know that I'm adopted.
What?
Don't want anyone to know that I'm adopted.
Why not? Why is that a big deal?
It's not. It's just I like to keep things private, and
I
I've already
mean,
had to ask Tommy for help, and I'm
don't bring Tommy into crime.
Too late.
yeah.
Aaron, can I nominate
it's-
Aunt Puppy for a hero point for that quiet? I don't want to talk about how adopted.
Yeah, I was planning to give her one.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but the adoption agency already knows you're adopted, right?
Yeah, but they don't know it's me. And
Well,
I'm
I mean,
afraid.
you have a secret. You don't have to go in as Khione.
No, I know that, but like, I'm just afraid that at some point in time, it's gonna get out there. If someone's gonna follow us, there's always reporters around here. There's always people around here. I want to get in and out without anyone noticing, and I can just take my letter from my mom. And,
I can help you get in and out of the lobby without being seen. But I can't help you get access to a place you're not supposed to get access to. If you want moral support, I'll happily go with you.
yeah, but everybody knows who you are, so then it's gonna be even more obvious that I'm at least associated with you. And so she's just getting more, Khione's just getting more and more frustrated and more upset that she has to keep telling more things. Because right now, the only people that really know the details are her parents and her therapist.
Portal's gonna do something he has never done in front of Khione before.
Oh God.
Cindy, I don't think breaking in is a good idea. I don't think it's necessary. I think you can easily evade anyone who would be trying to follow you. We're superheroes, that's what we do. And they are already going to know that Cindy is adopted.
So
I'm
now
willing to.
she's just Cindy's internalizing all of this like frustration and sadness and like just wanting to get out of the situation. And suddenly she turns into a big snowstorm and shifts away from towards the door and is in shock and just looks at Portal and goes, well, that's new.
Yeah.
I didn't know I could do that.
Glad I could help.
Maybe I don't need you. This is weird. And then she's just like really awkward now and just like,
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear that as he closes the door.
yeah, she just like turns and walks out like, no, okay. And then just kind of stands there like awkward, like not knowing what to do and just kind of rushes to her room.
Okay.
That's how I introduce my new power.
I'm gonna sit back down and eat some boob pancakes.
I mean, what else do you do in that moment?
Which is the perfect response to seeing your friend turn into a snowstorm.
Well, how else are you going to respond to it, really?
As he's eating them, he goes, he's thinking, I'm more of a butt guy, but these will do.
All right. Let's go back over to Marshall and Lyle.
I will take Lyle to the I'll take him to the observation area of the danger room.
Okay.
Too many things have happened in the danger room that I don't necessarily want him inside.
Fair. I will say that, you guys have now, because we did skip a few weeks, you have used the danger room since then without incident, but
still.
Danger room.
Yeah.
I'll still keep it up. But I will show him one of the little small robots, just combat drones,
Okay.
and I will take it on, and just so he can see me like get blasted and live through it, and pick up
Okay.
a couple 100 pounds of metal and throw it.
Very cool. And the nice thing is that the observation room for the training room is on the same level as Professor Cephalopod's workshop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I really did. I'm assuming you let us know that you were going to be bringing
A 13-year-old?
a civilian into the building.
Yes.
Okay. So Seth's gonna sneak into the observation room while
So the poor kid's watching his grandfather fight a robot, and he turns around and there's a giant tentacle on his shoulder.
well, no, Seth will sneak in there and see you fighting like, the low level stuff and go,
Oh no.
and go,
Oh
hey kid, you want to see something really cool?
God.
And he's gonna, up the threat level a little. So suddenly you're surrounded by, like supervillains. And yeah, you can't see it.
First thing, is this somebody messing with me, or are we being invaded again?
You get no response because Seth has turned off comms.
Damn it. All right.
All right. Narratively, I don't feel like
We need to play it out.
right. So narratively, Howard, why don't you tell us what happens with you as you end up face to face with a holographic duplicate of the Gator?
Oh God. The Gator can kick my butt. Well, let me rephrase that. The Gator can hit me an awful lot and very often, but he can't do nearly as much to me as he would like. And if it's a representation of his personality, he probably gets madder and madder and madder. I can hit the Gator and I can actually do okay against him because actually I have an effective strength of 8 when I'm fighting.
Yeah.
So he will probably kick my ass and wear me out, but I will eventually pound him down. I will also see how easy it is to hold his mouth shut.
So Marshall's in the danger room pounding his Gator.
Wow. While his 13-year-old grandson and Seth watch.
So I will say that the Gator is just barely able to hurt you.
Well, if I'm not protecting anybody, my toughness is an 8, not a 16.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, so if you're by yourself. All right.
And I'm not going to argue. I could argue and say I'm treating it as a real threat because I'm worried about him getting past me to get to my grandson or anybody else. But
Maybe you have
I don't think that's enough to.
Maybe you have a robot duplicate who's in there to be like a civilian that you have to protect.
That would be reasonable, but
no, because Professor Cephalopod is a jerk.
No, he's Professor Cephalopod is giving me combat training.
That's right.
So it is a battle of attrition, but you are able to eventually pound down the holographic
Gator
duplicate of the Gator.
Once he puts the hologram down, his comms will kick back on and he'll hear Seth say, "Good job. We'll be in my lab."
Grandpa, that was awesome.
I'm going to hurt somebody. I will make
And-
my way up to Professor Cephalopod's lab.
Oh, okay.
You will find your grandson in my lab, maybe swinging from a tentacle.
Okay.
The metal suit tentacles, not
Yeah,
Not the furry one.
the suit's probably on hover, doing really slow circles, so you
Yeah.
can hold on and fly around the lab.
It's like a really, really low flying ceiling fan.
kind of. Yeah, because it does actually spin. So it's hovering. The bottom of it, where the flying platform is just hovering in place, but the whole suit is just rotating around like one of those like Dumbo rides at Disney.
It's a small world after all.
Okay.
Professor,
What?
I don't have a problem being challenged. I do have a problem thinking that there might be an actual threat while my grandchildren are on base.
What better way to test you?
Hey, Captain Kirk.
Oh, our octopus is a sociopath. Nobody told us about that.
And y'all were making fun of me because I didn't trust the octopus.
Okay, but what's the grandson's name?
Well,
Lyle, would you like to do something very cool?
Well, yeah.
Okay, Gotta put you down,
Absolutely
though.
not.
so I'll put him down. And the octopus will exit the suit and across the room and pick up basically what looks like a circlet that's got circuits across the front, like almost looks like circuit board circuitry across the front. And he will put it on his head and go, all right, now think about moving the arms of the suit. And the arms start doing
Oh wow. Oh wow, this
always...
is cool. And he'll reach out and try to like grab his grandpa.
Of course he will.
of course he will.
Yep.
And I don't think my dodge is high enough to escape.
To escape a 14-year-old with no training controlling a totally unfamiliar neural interface? Sure it is.
Right.
And he only has nominal control of because it's an early prototype.
Yeah.
Like, there are better things you can do than try to grab me.
Plus, it's designed for 8 brains.
9.
Yep.
But
that's still really, really cool.
Isn't
Hey,
it?
could you make me a super suit? Then I could join you and like help my grandpa.
I believe there is an age restriction on superheroes.
I don't know. I remember seeing the next gen in Freedom City. Some of them looked like they couldn't be much older than I am.
Well, I don't know.
We're
This
not
isn't
in
Freedom City.
Again,
And I will pluck the crown off his head, put it away, and then crawl into my tank.
So what else are you working on in the lab?
Well, we have super suits, and we have some secret projects. And this is a prototype for one of our colleagues, and I'll pull up the Google glasses, the goggles.
Here's my new walker. Hit the button on the side.
Okay.
It splits into 2 batons and collapses in on itself.
That's cool.
Not nearly as cool as a neural link, I admit, but
Yeah, but like you could like hit people with those. That's cool.
We do have second generation clothing protection. That's coming along.
still not completely foolproof yet.
Well, third generation's on the computer, so.
Yep.
Hey, Professor C, something you will notice since you're showing things around on the computer is that there's a lot of activity coming from the computer lab down on the first floor.
All right, I will call up the security feed down there.
Uh-huh. You see Tommy sitting there with, like 8 monitors and
Tommy.
clicking around on things and looking like he may not have actually gone to bed.
Oh God.
Is Crucible in the tower? Nope.
I mean, you could still call him, but
Well, no, I'm looking for someone who's in the tower. I know Portal's in the tower though, so I will buzz Portal.
Mm.
Could you check on Tommy in the computer lab?
What's wrong with
Please.
Tommy?
I'm not sure. I think maybe he needs some sleep and to not be in front of the computers.
Okay.
Just get him some blue light glasses. He'll be fine.
So
He's using a lot of computing power right now, and he has been for a while.
so Peter will put some clothes on.
Maybe bring the boob pancakes with you.
No, he's carrying the plate. He's eating them as he's walking.
Okay.
He's gonna go down to the computer lab. What does he see there?
Yeah, so you see Tommy, who, looks like he probably has not slept, with things on, like I said, multiple monitors.
I'm pretty sure I haven't slept with anybody.
Well, there's all sorts, like on some of the monitors, there's the like press coverage of various battles that the team has had. On other monitors, there are the Aegis files on the villains that you've brought in. And then there's also looks like maybe some dark web areas where it looks like maybe like he's looking into trying to find access to plans for like Daedalus's battle suit and
Commanders.
the commander's battle suit. And
Also,
I'm
thank
just
you
gonna
so
lean,
much.
leaning against the door and just go, "What you doing?"
working things for the team. Hey, did you know that Aegis they interrogated the ape, and he said he wasn't with Foe, but and he's closing windows. And
That's interesting.
yeah, I thought you guys were sure that he was another one of the recruiting things like there was at the assault downtown, but no, apparently whatever they were there for, it had nothing to do with Foe at all, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Okay. When did you go to sleep?
I mean, I slept last night.
Define last night.
Thursday night.
You're aware it's Saturday morning, yes?
Oh,
I open up a portal next to him that leads straight to his room. Go to bed.
okay. Hold on 1 second. And he does, locks the computer and saves, all the everything he had up. And okay, I'll do that.
Also, thank you, Paulus, for the follow. We really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. Paulus, you do have a hero point. Who would you like that you may give to the player or game master of your choice?
Khione comes with boob pancakes.
No, I've got them. I'm eating them right now.
I expected Portal to walk in and extend a fork full of syrupy goodness and go, nibble?
No, he's
He's a selfish nipple man.
well, he's also got his own stuff going on. His feelings about Tommy right now. So yeah, he just makes sure he gets some sleep, and then he's gonna, I guess, plop down in the living room area.
Okay.
See if there's anything good on TV.
All right. So we shouldn't need it for combat purposes, but I'm going to go ahead and toss us on to the Emerald Tower map.
There's this lovely footage you can find of Bulwark fighting the Gator Man.
Not on the television. It wasn't broadcast.
I mean, I could do that.
Well, sure, but are you in the living room or are you in the screening room?
Living room.
Okay.
He's finishing up his breakfast, brunch, whatever.
Okay.
It's always breakfast for people like us.
Yeah.
Fair.
When noon is still too early.
Right. So Khione, what did you do after leaving?
So I ran back into my room for like a hot
Right.
minute because I was like, what just happened? I turned into a giant thing of snowflakes and it felt weird.
Yep.
And I didn't know what to do. So then now that I've figured that out,
So I'm going to go ahead and narratively toss something at you that, as you go over to the door, it doesn't open automatically to react to your presence, but you are able to just kind of slip under the door as, particulate snow.
and I just like pop out on the other side and I'm like, what the
Yep.
shit is happening? And I like don't know what to do. So like the only person I can think of that's sciencey that's here is Professor C. So I'm just like dangerously trying to find Professor C without touching anything because I have no idea what I'm doing with these new powers.
I
So
want
I'm just like running around trying to find
I
Professor
so
C.
badly want her at least at one point to like accidentally coalesce right in front of a door and bam.
Walking. She'll do that. Oh, 100%. Not,
Right.
I don't anticipate her being not clumsy.
All right. So we'll say that happens about the same time that, basically Professor C gets done telling Portal to go check on Tommy. And then there is a thud outside the lab.
Yep, that feels right. Feels right.
From
And
Khione.
then
just kinda
snow
like-
comes under the door and
I'll
blows
just
up.
reach over and hit the open door button. Like,
And I just like walk in holding my head like so
Did-
funny thing, I turned into snow
Really?
and I don't know. Oh, hey kid, what's up? I don't know what happened.
hey kid, what's up?
Lyle is just looking at you, awestruck.
So I
Uh-oh.
don't know. And I just keep randomly turning into snow. Like
You try to focus and try to do it?
I don't even know how I did it to begin with. I'm freaking out,
Interesting.
man.
So Seth is back out of his tank, and there is now a giant Pacific octopus sticking things to your body.
Uh-oh.
What the shit, man? This is really happening, right?
So you're like, the little sticky medical pads, and they're going all over
Like
your
the
head and
EEG
face.
connectors.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
any of them sharp?
No, nothing sharp.
Aw.
Karma is not that
Although-
mean to me.
Although he does after you're all hooked up to whatever machines he's hooked you up to, he does come over with
I swear to God, if you probe me,
he does actually come over with a needle and syringe and says, "Can I draw some blood?"
I mean, just tell me what's happening.
And I can honestly see you reach out toward the syringe to her arm, and then she turns into snow again.
Yeah, I just like I've turned into snow again and like don't know.
And all the
Like,
leaves fall to the floor.
Like guys, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know what's happening.
I'm
I
gonna
heard-
look at my instruments to see what they registered at that moment.
Calm down. Take a deep breath. Can you breathe?
Yes.
Try to hold
I
my
have-
hand.
I've had my powers my entire life, and I've never done this before.
Try to hold my hand. Try to take my hand and shake it.
And I grab it, and I'm fine.
If
I
it's
stick the
something
things
new-
back to your head.
If it's something new you can do, it may take you some time to get used to it, but it'll come naturally. You just need practice.
Yeah, so
And not, and not to
Bulwark's trying to be
hyperventilate.
all Bulwark's trying to be all calming, and Seth is just in full science mode. So you have the things connected to you again, and then he waits like 30 seconds and then comes at you with the needle again.
Ow!
He's trying to invoke the same response, because in science, that is what we do. We try to repeat the experiment.
But it did not happen this time because I am focusing on Bulwark and I'm focusing on him.
Interesting.
Okay, I think I'm okay now.
Can you try to turn to snow again?
Okay, let me see. I mean, when I first did it,
And I'll take both your hands in mine. See if you can get your hands free. Turn to snow to pull out of my hands. I'm not using my full strength, but I've got a 6 strength. So
Seth goes, no, not like that. Like this. And
I was like, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. And then I just see this giant octopus come at me and I'm like, no.
You're
It
snow.
just like, snowflake out.
well,
Okay.
it seems to be a threat response.
But I don't think Portal was threatening me before, and that's when it first happened.
I look at Lyle and go, put your phone away.
What were you?
He's just hoping that clothes fall off at some point in time.
What were you doing?
I mean, I was asking him for help.
With what?
It's none of your business.
Wait, you want me to explain to you what is happening? I need the facts. I need the variables. That's how science works.
I was asking him for help to break in somewhere.
Wait, you're a superhero and you want to break in somewhere? That doesn't seem right.
Can't ask him that, Khione,
And what was
because
his
that'll send him
response?
back to prison. And I will send you to prison. What do you need? Maybe we can do it without breaking in.
How many people am I gonna have to tell this to?
What was his response?
He said no and told me
And then you
panicked and wanted to get away.
it's a threat response.
But I've been threatened before and it's never happened. I've also never
Never
told
done
anybody what I told
177
them.
points before.
You've also been working out your powers in a way that you never had before in your life.
You're right.
Okay, powers aside, why do you need to break into this place?
I really was never planning on telling any of you guys. So I need to break into an adoption agency.
Wait. Bork.
Lyle.
What?
No, I mean, at this point, the kid already knows too damn much.
Gotta kill him.
So
He did see your boob
perhaps-
pancakes.
All right, you're not going to like erase my mind or anything, are you?
No.
No, but I am
Is
going to
that
work
possible?
on that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Steph, is that possible?
Yes. I will call for Roberta.
Yes, Professor.
You come entertain our guest for a few minutes.
He likes boob pancakes.
Or send someone to entertain our guest for a few minutes.
I'll be right up.
Thank you.
I just want to point out, I mean, is anybody surprised that Khione's flaking out on us?
I see what you did there. Yay, ice puns!
That was horrible. You should have to give us all your hero points.
Yeah,
for
can we
that.
take his hero point?
I mean, I can, but we're not going to. Yeah, so Roberta will come up.
Sorry, buddy, but go watch what you want. Roberto will
Oh,
keep you company.
I believe that he will love the theater.
Yeah, we have a screening room. It has access to a complete satellite array of television and channels from all around the world, and you can watch whatever you'd like. Follow me. Can I get you something to drink?
We've even got the new Spider-Man.
There might be boob pancakes left in the kitchen. Don't tell your mother to go have a few.
Nom nom those.
So Roberta will take Lyle away.
Okay, please continue. I have gotten back into my tank at this point because I don't like to suffocate.
And I brought a couple of chairs over so we can actually like sit.
Yeah, I don't have those in here.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't really need those.
Oh.
So I'm adopted. And I'm here because I'm searching for my birth parents so that I can get a better understanding of where my powers came from. And last night I found the adoption agency, and I found my record thanks to Tommy. And it says I have a letter there that's addressed to me, that's never been opened, that's specifically for me. And I wanted to get into the building without anyone noticing me. And the only person I could think of was Portal. But he said he couldn't help me because it's a government building and like all this other legal nonsense. And
Oh.
Silly Portal doesn't want to go back to prison.
Perhaps the answer is obvious and I am missing it because human emotions. But why is it imperative that you don't just go claim your property as you?
because I'm afraid that someone will follow me from the tower, or someone will find out and figure out who I am, and I don't want them to know. I mean, it's bad enough that you guys all know.
How about this? Professor Cephalopod and I both have attorneys because we both have patents. And while that's not the same as adoption law, we can legally request that letter. And they're bound by client privilege. So they can't spill.
I mean, I guess if
You
I
might
can
have
figure out how
to
to control this power, I could just use it. No?
Oh, Seth is so torn between scientific interest and being reasonable.
Well, someone's got to control me.
Khione, we can't break in. Nice as
But I'm just
We
taking
could.
what's mine. How is that like? I'm just like
It's-
gonna sneak in and
it's-
sneak out, like no harm, no
it's still
foul.
breaking and entering, and you don't want to get caught, and you don't want to go to prison, and you don't want people thinking that you might be a criminal.
Hey, wasn't there a guy that also had ice powers that was a criminal?
Don't even get me started as the M&M developer.
You are
and the one that they're thinking of is not one of the ones involved in A Cold Day in Midtown.
you are
But what if I just dress like him? Then they'll just think it's him and no harm, no foul.
okay. Now we have ventured past my
We
Comfort
can
zone.
get it legally Monday morning.
If you guys can't, I'm doing my plan.
that seems fair. But
We should be able to do it legally and confidentially Monday morning.
I mean,
Okay.
for that matter, you probably could have just asked Max to use one of his lawyers.
You know what? I need you guys all to stop being very reasonable and very understanding. Because literally none of those things came to both Khione and Ann Puppy. So I need all of you to
We love you.
We do.
want an
But that
awesome
also
thing
it also
today.
makes perfect sense that Khione would be freaking out about it. The people who are older, who've dealt with crises, you know,
Are
are
like,
like,
well, why
oh.
don't you just do this then?
I feel like if I had this conversation with Crucible, he would agree with me on every front.
Absolutely, he would have.
Because
even if he thought of the lawyer angle, he would agree with you on every front.
Yeah, that too.
I put
we
Ethan's
can't hear
plan in
you.
chat.
There we go.
Oh no.
Oh,
No, Ethan's plan was dramatic.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna
no,
dress
God.
you up as Death Magnetic and then use my powers to make the disguise realistic, so we can just rip the top off of the orphanage, take what you want, and leave and blame it on her.
I love that the two of you, your idea of I just want this letter
Is
is
to impersonate a
let's-
supervillain.
let's frame someone immediately. Let's break literally
Destroy
every
and-
law we
And
can
destroy an
think of.
entire building.
Hey, I at least just wanted to sneak in with a little portal and take it. Oh god.
I mean, it does figure that it would be Crucible that would be all about the property damage.
It does. It really does.
Yeah. I mean, he did just go around snatching people's dishes, so
All right.
My power is moving metal out of place. It's not my fault society is made of metal.
Your power is property damage.
yeah.
Okay, so
We broke the GM again.
yeah,
He's not under his desk, so he's not fully broken yet.
True.
give it time.
Only 8 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly. We still got 2 hours for the
We're just
broadcast.
getting started.
All right. So, is there any other shenanigans going on involving Khione and the attempt to steal her legal property?
Yeah.
I'm just enjoying some boob pancakes.
Okay.
I should have taken those back since you didn't help me.
You were too busy being snow flurries.
Yeah.
I was too busy freaking out about the fact that I suddenly turned into a blizzard.
Right.
I will call my lawyer and see what it would take to what he needs for us to make that happen.
Yeah. And he'll say that if there was a letter left for Cindy, all you would need is just legal documentation proving she is who she is, and they should turn it over without any question. They shouldn't even need to file any paperwork, or only if they would resist for some reason.
But
what kind of proof?
Your ID.
Your driver's license, or any legal identification.
Probably your identification
Sure.
and possibly your adoption paperwork.
Probably your adoption papers, and then
Yeah.
your ID to prove that you're the baby who got adopted by the people who adopted you.
Yep. So
Which, if
Yes.
you're looking for your birth parents, I'm sure you've got copies of both of those.
Plus
Yeah,
a
you
blood
may.
sample and the full sequencing of your DNA.
Which I can provide.
Shit.
I mean, I can.
It's right over here.
It's right here.
If we provide those to the lawyer, can he have a clerk pick them up?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And I mean, it's a Saturday, right?
Correct.
They won't be open till Monday.
They probably would actually.
The adoption agency?
Yeah.
Yeah, adoption agencies would be open on the weekends.
hmm
And we will fax them right over.
Who
I
the
go
hell
up-
fax
well,
things anymore?
Actually, I'll go, we'll get those papers right to you. And he goes, are you going to fax them? A little purple window opens up and this hand reaches through.
Did he just say he was gonna fax something?
Is this does Marshall's lawyer know that you're working with superheroes?
No.
Mine probably does, because I probably would have had him look over all the Mars paperwork.
Ah,
Oh,
Fair.
right. You did do that.
you did.
And because A, we want to make sure that we're legally separate entities, and two, I want to make sure that Professor Cephalopod and I are covered as far as our own personal patents.
Makes sense. Okay. Then yeah. mm, Yeah, he says he can probably get it to you by mid-afternoon.
Thank you.
See, you did not, in fact, need to break any laws.
Or tear a roof off of a government building.
I mean, technically, I still don't have what I need in my hand, so my option is still on the table.
I don't want to spoil Spider-Man, but this reminds me of something that happened in Spider-Man.
Yes, the whole, did you try to do the thing before we did the thing?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
Is that the part where I was in the bathroom?
Yes.
No.
Damn it.
Let's just drop the entire Spider-Man topic, not because it wasn't fantastic, but just in case anybody's watching hasn't seen it yet.
Yes.
I wouldn't want to inadvertently spoil anything.
Yep.
But if anybody watching hasn't seen it, go see it. It's fantastic.
Absolutely. All right.
Anyways, I will eventually get Lyle back to his mother.
Okay.
So, are
And
you going
I
to
will-
collect him right now?
Well, actually, no. If they're doing that, I probably got Lyle for the afternoon, because if they're going to an ice show.
Yep.
So I will
They're going to an ice show. Of course they are.
I will recollect. And let me guess, between acts and between big numbers at the ice show, they have somebody skating around dressed as Khione because they're in Emerald City.
Right. Sure. Makes sense.
I really want the ice capades to be the Stormbreakers on ice, and they've got some poor ice skater dressed up as an octopus.
So that's like the role that nobody wants, that like they give the person that nobody likes
Oh,
because it's a
the
huge
guys have
suit that they have to carry
Heroes
around.
for a month.
The guy playing.
What
the
about
guy
the
playing-
poor guy that's got to ice skate around with a walker?
Well, I mean, the guy playing Portal has broken his leg like 4 times already.
That might happen for next year's show.
Yeah, but I need that to be a thing.
Okay. Have you ever seen the any of the footage from SpongeBob on Broadway? There's a bit where Squidward tap dances,
That's
Nice.
and
the fact that that's a thing blows my mind.
they've got the legs on like a track, so that as the actors' actual legs are tapping, the fake legs are also moving. It works beautifully well.
Wow.
It's
He's got
look
legs
up
and
the
legs and
Tonys.
legs.
look up the SpongeBob performance from the Tonys and you can see it. It's pretty cool. But not during our stream.
Now, later.
After we're done streaming. Unless you're watching us on YouTube, in which case pause it and go take a look. Anyhow. All right, so yes, you've got Lyle for a while, but if you don't go collect him, he is happy to take advantage of the unrestricted satellite feed.
I feel like we gave him a lot of access that he suddenly can just wander around aimlessly.
I feel like with 20-something men in the building, that thing definitely has the newest video games hooked up to it too.
Absolutely.
As well as serious security protocols.
He probably
Yeah.
is looking at Aegis combat feeds. He wants to see the footage of our fights.
Well, you can't get to that from the screening room.
Yeah. Screening room is entertainment feeds only.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, there's probably an override to broadcast something there. Like if you guys wanted, like, to all watch like footage from something together, but it's not set up that way as default.
So this is where Ethan's face is going to hit the wall. I'm going to slow it down. You can see right the moment of impact right there.
There, it's so awesome. Don't do that.
All right, so what is Ethan doing while all of this shenanigans are happening?
As stated previously, he is stress arting.
Emphasis on the arting.
Yes.
The emphasis on the F.
I will. Eventually, I will come down to the tower after I.
The
Oh,
F is
will you now?
silent, but deadly.
You might want to.
Choose your words carefully.
No, more like choose your pauses carefully.
Just like in my work, commas are the devil.
Yep.
Yep.
They make all the difference.
Let's eat, Grandma.
All right, so yeah, you will get there. You will be alerted to the fact that there is a 13-year-old boy in the headquarters.
There's a
So,
civilian here.
Khione's sitting in the room with them playing video games and lets Ethan know that there are boob pancakes in the kitchen.
Ethan is grateful for the welding mask because his face is not on mute about that comment.
I'm sitting next to him as we're playing video games, eating the boob pancakes.
And Lyle's going to go home to his friends and say that and brag that he had Khione's boobs in his mouth.
Sure is.
Oh my
Boob
goodness.
pancakes, but
Hey, subtext is never lost on children.
He is also going to brag about the fact that he is managing to own
ass at Mario Kart.
to own a bunch of superheroes at Mario Kart. Exactly.
So something that will surprise everyone is there is while there is a kid in the building, Seth will be joining the shenanigans in the screening room.
Okay.
Including playing the Mario Kart.
Okay.
And
That's not even fair. You've got 8 legs.
He's really good at it.
Got 8 legs and multiple brains.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not even fair.
He's controlling 5 cars and he's driving us all off the road.
If Lyle is being shitty about beating everybody, I will use my powers to move his controller around in his hand every now and then.
No, he's not being shitty about it.
Okay,
he's
good.
going to brag to his friends about
Oh.
owning a bunch of superheroes.
Yeah.
Khione
would
just
like
keeps
to
getting
point out,
more and
though,
more
as-
angry.
As guys in their early 20s, though, I am sure Ethan and Peter are not being owned. They are.
Not being owned, but they probably are losing.
And Khione's irritated because she's losing, and I can see my breath in this room.
Yeah. Khione is just like slowly you just see icicles forming around the controller.
Okay.
She has to she has to
After-
finally put it down because she's gonna break it.
After a little while of all of this, all of these shenanigans, there is a knock on the door of the screening room, and Roberta is there with an envelope. This was delivered via courier.
Oh, sweet.
I'll reach in through the portal and grab it.
Thank you, Roberta.
You're not allowed to do that, Portal. You didn't want to do it earlier.
You weren't here for that conversation. What's the envelope say?
What's it say? What's it say?
Uh,
What's in the
hand it-
box?
I will hand it to Cindy and ask her if she wants some privacy.
Oh shit, it's for me.
Is it for her?
So the envelope says, "My dearest Elise."
Yes, it's for her.
It looks like it's probably about 20 years old.
Khione, do you want some privacy? I brought something for everybody. I left it in the kitchen.
Yep, let's go get a snack.
Thank you.
And I'll shuffle Lyle out.
Did he bring his swim trunks? This is Seth talking to
No.
Borg.
I mean, they're at the hotel. Or no, he's staying with you guys. There's no hotel. Never mind.
I'm sure he can find something in Crucible's room.
Do we have those? Do we sell those in the gift shop?
Can you make swim trunks in the replicator?
Do I have a replicator?
In a couple of seconds, there's going to be a head-sized portal right in front of Khione with Peter's head. Sorry, what's it say?
What's it say?
Khione's just like, God damn it.
All right. So as we have everyone shuffling out of the screening room with Lyle, except for Khione. Khione has the letter in her hands. Why don't we go ahead and go to break?
Oh.
So I just want anyone that's new that's watching, I just want you guys to know that Cindy / Khione's story, this adoption story is 100% all Aaron. I gave him complete and utter free range of it, and I have no idea what's happening. Just wanted to throw that out there in case anyone thought that well, actually, really, I just want to say it in case anyone thinks it's a good or a bad idea. I can't take credit for either.
Awesome.
Sorry, let me also retcon one thing. It says the letter is made out to my dearest Elena, not Elise. Sorry. But all right. So yeah, we'll pick up with what is in the letter when we get back from break. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you in a few.